Welcome everyone to another NGA2D video interview. I'm Liam Critchley and today I'm joined by Vivek Concherry from SpaceBlue to discuss their new and innovative graphene product, the SpaceMat, which is set to launch on the 29th of September on their website. So if we go straight into it, Vivek, I'm sure anyone watching here would like to know, what is a SpaceMat? Why did you create it? And what challenges does it solve?
Yeah, thanks, Liam, for the introduction. I want to start with two numbers. First is 1.5 billion. This is the number of waste tires that are generated globally every year. And the second is 100,000. This is the number of waste tires that are generated in the UK alone every single day. So we need to do something about it. And we all want to maximize our impact on the world. So what I invented and developed a graphene enhanced recycled rubber floor mat. This is the product. There are different designs as well. This is a sustainable product made with waste car tire, graphene and natural rubber. At SpaceBlue, we are focusing on making beautiful, functional and affordable products and ergonomically engineered as well. There are other recycled mats available in the market, but the problem they all got is the particles falling from the edges. Thanks to graphene and collaboration with Graphene at Manchester, we solved this problem in SpaceMat. And we are launching the SpaceMat, as you mentioned earlier, on 29 September through our website, www.spaceblue.co.uk. And we are also looking for partners to promote our product as well. To make this product a success, we need the support of the community. And together we can make a sustainable world.
I think it sounds good. So with the space mats, what applications and market sectors could we see them being used? Have you got any target applications or sectors in mind?
Yeah, current space mat, this one is an entrance door mat. We have other designs as well. And entrance door mats, even for consumer market, is a very large market. Even in Europe, there are more than 200 million households. So even if we get 1%, it's more than a couple of million mats. Initially, we want to target the EC market to go in, but we also have plans to make anti-fatigue factory flooring. This is where people stand and work all day. We can reduce the stress on their legs and feet. Another advantage is damage-tolerant flooring, especially for factories. Say, for an example, in the composite industry, most of the composites for aircraft are made with carbon fiber reinforced plastics. And if it impacts a concrete floor, it gets damaged quite fast. So what we are recommending is if you make it with rubber, we can reduce the damage or in case of impact with the flooring. In addition to flooring, there are other applications as well. Let's say, for example, we solve this particles falling off the edges, which means all of a sudden, we can make car floor mats as well using this waste car tire, which is a very large market as well. Working with GEEC, Graphene Engineering and Innovation Center, the University of Manchester, have its own advantage. CEO James Baker suggested to me some application. For an example, we can make traffic cones with waste car tire. Currently, all the traffic cones are made with plastic. So we want to replace all the traffic cones with waste car tire. And it have its own advantages as well. Say, for an example, rubber naturally have anti-slip properties. So if there is a wind or a rain, it will not slip or move compared to that of a plastic. As well as if there's a collision with a car, it will have less damage. So it's a very large market for recycled rubber. And we solved a big problem of the crumbs falling apart. So there are plenty of applications out there.
It's good to know. And one thing you mentioned about right at the beginning of the first question was about the amount of car tires and the amount of that car tire that go to landfill. So by creating a product like a SpaceMat, what is the environmental impact of creating the SpaceMat instead of letting the tires go to landfill?
That's a good question. I want to give you one example of a waste graveyard in Kuwait. In Kuwait, waste graveyard have 7 million tires, and it can be seen from space. So if you have a lot of land, you can put it somewhere. But in UK, you can't do it. So UK mainly ship it to developing countries. So we want to stop shipping of waste to other countries and deal with our problem in the UK itself. And to solve such a big problem, it's a collective effort. One company can't make a difference. There are many parties. For an example, consumers have a part to play. Like sustainability is no more just a luxury for the few, it's affordable to all. So it's about the choices we make. And as a manufacturer, we are doing the best. Like we are adding graphene, improving the quality. So customers don't have to compromise on quality. Like traditionally, sustainability, let's say an example, a bad quality paper, brown shade and everything, we say, oh, it's recycled. But that is gone because with graphene, we can increase the quality of the product, even to that of the original. So manufacturers have a part to play as well. And going forward, all the manufacturers need to focus on local manufacturing. We can't ship the waste abroad, make something and bring it back because then there's a CO2 problem in there. So, but as a company, we do have global ambition. So in future, we will make in the US, an example, for the US market using US waste tire. And for the UK market, we will make in the UK using UK waste tire. So we are global, but made locally. And governments also got a part to play because there is something called producer responsibility regulation, which means a manufacturer is responsible for end of life recycling. So big companies need to recycle the rubber. So there'll be more incentives for small companies to do recycling. Innovation centers such as GEEK also are an example, have a very large part to play because say in our case, the manufacturing process that worked in Asia, which is quite, won't work in the UK because of high capital cost. So as James Baker said, fail fast, learn fast, innovation model. We want to be really fast in innovation. We don't want to move slow if you want to commercialize things. So we need the speed in innovation. And innovation centers have got a very big part to play in the future. So these are different players.
Yeah, it sounds like you're innovating well so far, and the sustainability aspect is really good. It's a lot I've been hearing about with actual respect to graphene recently through various calls and dialogues. It is the ability for graphene to be used in promoting sustainability of the future. So it's great to see a physical product rather than a process, let's say, which is a lot of what the other ones are as well. So if we've covered with the SpaceMat for the last few questions. So just as a final wrap up, if the SpaceMat that you're launching on the 29th is a success, have you got anything lined up beyond this, like whether it's just like tweaking it for specific applications or anything new? And yeah, so what's the future there?
I mean, currently what we are doing is we are setting a clear direction towards sustainability.
Yeah.
In future, we want to do sustainable manufacturing and locally. So we are establishing the foundations for that at the minute. And we would like the community support to go to the next level. We are currently working on setting up a manufacturing facility as well in Manchester. But it needs the support of the community to make sure the products are needed by the customers. We are testing the market at the minute, and I hope consumers will support us to create a sustainable world. And I want to repeat again the website. I will recommend everybody to visit and give us a comment. How are we doing it right, or if there is some improvement to do? We want your feedback. And the website is www.spaceblue.co.uk.
Okay, thank you, Vivek. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens in the future and to see where the SpaceMat ends up and in what sectors. So that's all for this NGA2D video update. I'd like to thank Vivek for joining me and discussing the new product SpaceMat, which I'm sure will have piqued the interest of many watching this today. And until next time, I've been Liam Critchley. Thank you and goodbye.